Hello everyone, this is Dr. Krishna Chaitanya, working as Assistant Professor of English in the Department of Maths and Humanities, MGIT, which stands for Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technology, which is located in Hyderabad city, Telangana state, India. I feel immensely happy and delighted to share space in this online platform to share my teacher journey part of a JALT initiative. So let me begin without much ado. Regarding the place where I work for, it's an engineering college located in Hyderabad city, which trains students in a variety of technical disciplines. Most of my students are graduates specialized in the fields of computer science, mechanical engineering, and civil engineering, and other uh, technical courses. Besides teaching technical communication skills and uh, other essential aspects of language, I'm also part of a college placement cell where I design and deliver courses related to campus placements and cracking placement tests. So this is what briefly where I work for and what I do. So let me begin my presentation for today's session. Thank you. Let me share my screen and begin the presentation without any delay further. So here we go. The topic for my presentation is English language teachers' continuous professional development through reflective practice. So in this presentation, I'm going to share my views, exciting journey, both success as well as challenges that I face during this Corona pandemic times, where all the teachers have gone online for their teaching. Yeah, so let us begin. Right, yeah. With the unprecedented pandemic status quo across the globe, a lot of unforeseen changes have taken place in the lives of English language teaching professionals across the world. I feel the prevailing situation has given time and space for exploration, self-exploration, self-reflection for most of us. Besides that, we've got an opportunity to break the routine rat race from our busy schedules. So in my presentation today, I'll be narrating my exciting self-reflective journey of transformation from low-tech teaching to high-tech teaching, with an exclusive focus on a few tech tools that I've been using successfully for the last 6 months. To name some, Nearpod tool, Flipgrid tool, Fluke tool, and Screencast-O-Matic. I hope and anticipate you must have used some of these tools or almost all of the tools. In addition to this, I'll be sharing my reflective practices, self-awareness, and professional development. After listening to me, my audience will learn and get motivated to use these tools in their regular teaching. So let's get back to the presentation. Yeah, yes. Let me share. Here I go. So let me walk you through certain essential aspects I'm going to focus on in today's presentation. I'll be exploring the web tools that we have for teaching English, especially the ones that I've opted for. I will also be discussing each tool and its usage in the context of English language teaching. I'll be sharing my experiences for each tool when I've started using them for online teaching. I'll be presenting both advantages and challenges I faced when I started using these tools, and then I'll be concluding with a few recommendations. Let's begin. The motivating factors for online teaching. So what is the role of digital tools in teaching English? So many of these digital resources are free and inexpensive. And if we can identify qualitative resources, it would be really easy for every teacher to make online teaching as enjoyable and as joyous as face-to-face teaching. The advantage with these tools is whether we are working at school or remotely stationed in some other place, we can still make use of these tools. Apart from that, students get attracted or students get glued to multimedia learning materials. Since we are in the age of internet and information, most of the students are well versed with technical tools and technical resources. By adapting these resources, we can make our classes more interesting, engaging, involving for our students. And this is what I personally experienced. And what else motivates us? Variety of content online. Yeah, we can find a lot of authentic information online, the one that we don't usually find in our prescribed textbooks. Rich source for developing English language skills. All these are some of the motivating factors why I opted for online teaching using these four tools. Let me begin with Nearpod. Nearpod is considered to be an interesting and motivating tool for most of the teachers. Let me share my own experiences of using Nearpod. By employing Nearpod tool, I have made my e-lessons interactive, and I've also boosted my participation of my students by providing them polls, game-based quizzes, and other interactive activities. In other words, this tool Nearpod helped me making my lessons interactive, both in my face-to-face sessions, classroom sessions, as well as online sessions. So how did I do this? The concept is simple and pretty easy for any teacher. I've created a lot of interactive presentations on grammar, pronunciation, and vocabulary, and a host of other topics, which contain quizzes, polls, videos, collaborative boards, and many more. In turn, my students got access to thousands of these materials. So as part of that, I uploaded PowerPoint presentations, Google Slides, and a lot of video materials. So this is the reason why my students were able to access to thousands of these e-lessons and presentations uploaded by me through a unique code. Each time they get access to it, they have to enter a unique code generated in this particular tool. Then I have moved the class through the presentation and let my students interact with the media as they go. I can also opt for student-based learning, which is another interesting part of this particular tool. By allowing student-based learning, students can control pace, place, and time of their learning, right? Another best part with online tools is it provides students to study at their own pace, place, and convenient time. So I feel this kind of a mode is perfect for homework assignments and independent work. So the app is a web-based one and it works on any device, right? Be it mobile phone or tab, right? So this is why I find Nearpod one of the best tools that I've used. Okay, that's the website of Nearpod. You can also try that out. Let me move on to the next tool that I've been using successfully. It's Flipgrid. So the basic part of Flipgrid is it empowers our voice through the through this particular Flipgrid tool, right? My students and I enjoyed the video discussion experience offered by Flipgrid. I was able to give them a topic online so that they start sharing their views. Most of these videos are pretty short. It's about 30 seconds to 1 minute, and in few cases it goes up to 2 minutes. So what this Flipgrid does is it combines all the videos and make into a kind of a video file where we get to see all the voices one by one. So this is another interesting tool to generate a lot of discussions, debates, thought-provoking sessions online. So one of the main advantages of using Flipgrid is its ease of use and learner friendliness. To begin with, I've set up an account here and created grids which help forming communities for my students to work in. Within each grid, I've created prompts called topics related to their curriculum, their syllabus. And my students in turn posted video responses to the prompts and replied to their peer group videos as well. So this is how it's a kind of an interactive platform online it's a kind of interactive tool where it facilitates interaction between teacher and student and students as well. The best part is most of these videos, as I mentioned, are quite short, just a minute to 2 minute long videos. And the tool is quite simple enough for everyone to use it. I have created online discussions and brainstorming sessions using this tool, and I've got a very good response from my students. Which is both satisfactory at the same time, a kind of a feeling of accomplishment. So let me also share other interesting aspects of Flipgrid. So as mentioned, learners can record short videos and that they can share with the class. Even students can give opinions on their friends' videos as well. So moving forward, that's another interesting tool that I should mention. It's Floop. Okay, yeah. Through the Floop tool, I saved a lot of times when it comes to conducting formative assessments and giving quick feedback to students whenever they need it. As a matter of fact, Floop enables effective and instantaneous feedback for transformative student learning. Using Fluke tool, using especially these Fluke feedback tools, I've given immediate and sensible feedback, which is 4 times faster than conventional mode. Also, my students are able to learn to engage with feedback, which is another motivating factor and a personally satisfying feeling for me. From basic research and my own personal experience being the user of Fluke tool, I feel and know that feedback is the most impactful driving force in students' learning. And in most contexts, teachers struggle to give enough timely feedback, which really helps students to grow or change certain things in their behavior or learning styles. On the other hand, when students get feedback, they don't always use it in their lives to learn and grow. But by using this tool, I've understood that in addition to students receiving actionable information, students also need to develop feedback literacy and the agency to act on their feedback, which is very important. I personally feel accomplished and satisfied by providing the kind of feedback that is needed for students' growth. This is briefly what Floop does to every individual. Okay, it's something students learn how to use feedback to grow on their own, imparts them right using guided peer review. All these are certain essential aspects of Floop. So this is the website of Floop. You can use it whenever you feel like giving assessments, feedback, and formative assessments. And the last one before I wind up, Screencast-O-Matic. I think most of you have been using it. Screencast-O-Matic is very well known amongst teachers, students, and other professionals because this is one of the best user-friendly and simplest tools that's available online to create video. Not just. I mean, it's not just about creating video. It's about many things. One can create video, edit video, add background music, add captions, right? Add animations. A host of things can be done using this particular tool. And most of the teachers find it difficult to create their own videos because most of them are apprehensive about using technical tools. But using this particular simplest tool, one can create video, record a session, edit videos in terms of adding text, shapes, images to the video, and animation effects. All these, right, will make your video both interesting and engaging for students. We can take screenshots, host and share the content online. All these are a variety of possibilities using Screencast-O-Matic. So I request you to make use of these tools because I personally feel accomplished after using these tools, and they've given me a sense of satisfaction and a sense of accomplishment. In fact, the whole exercise has reduced my time and energy. By using these tech tools, I recorded my classroom lectures And I used it for systematic self exploration, self reflection, self analysis on the aspects of quality of content and relevance of illustrations, clarity of language, besides feedback of students for further improvement in the next sessions. This kind of self reflection has been a common practice for many English language teachers, but in my case, especially in the uh, pandemic time, especially in the lockdown period, this reflection has become more systematic and more organized and I should say more meticulous. It really helped me focusing and eliciting learning insights and expectations of students, and I've understood the necessity to customize my own teaching as well as learning right from time to time to suit the requirements and expectations of my own learners. Therefore, I consider every online class that I've delivered during this lockdown period prompted me for systematic analysis, systematic reflection, and it results in opportunities for my own continuous professional development. So, with these few words, I'd like to thank JALT, Japan Association of Language Teaching, for providing me this wonderful opportunity for participating in Teacher Journeys 2020. Thank you very much.